Hello, folks, and welcome to a review and thoughts on. I just got done watching The Predator, or not the. It's just called Predator, 1987 Predator movie. Um, it's regarded as a classic of somewhat horror, I guess, but also just classic action flick, sci-fi a little bit, because it does have like an alien creature in it. Stars Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, Carl Withers, who their characters, they have like a intense, like they're friends, but they're also, when you find out, of course, they were sent there under special operations, and they pretty much lied about. I couldn't really understand the whole gist of, like, they were sent there for pretty much a rescue mission, and they pretty much the movie is these group of special ops soldiers. They go in this jungle to save like I guess another team, but apparently that team was caught off guard by these other people, and then they get killed, but then find out that team was actually killed by the Predator, and now this team's dealing with the Predator being hunted by them, or the Predator is hunting them, pretty much the Predator is just a alien being who hunts for sport. They don't really specify that, but that's what the lore is, mythology, comic books, and all that. But yeah, a lot of people claim this is a classic. I mean, I've seen this growing up, but I was never really a big fan of the first film. Even when I was younger, and I really didn't even get to see the second film, and then, of course, many years later I did. I would say the second film's way better than the first, because at least more stuff's happening in that one. This one, I mean, granted, slow burn, but man, really all they're doing is walking around the jungle, shooting at random men for a couple scene or two, and then the Predator is invisible, cloaked, and then starts picking them off one by one. I don't know, I was kind of just bored throughout. I mean, there's action, but, and even at the end, like, with Arnold being, like, the Rambo of there's this one guy, I think his name's Billy. He's like a tracker and scout. He was built up to be like this Rambo, silent, deadly type dude, and we don't even get to see his kill. Because he gets killed off screen. Because he decides to stay back and try to fight the Predator. And I'm like, for one, you threw your gun. He literally, like, throws his gun off the to the side and has, like, a machete or whatever. I'm like, dude, granted, guns, if you shoot the Predator at, vulnerable spots, it'll bleed. But no, he decides, I'm gonna throw my gun elsewhere and just uses weapon, this sword weapon. Whatever with that. The effects for the Predator is pretty decent in terms of Stan Winston's, the suit looks cool. The look of the Predator looks cool. There's one thing I guess I don't really like is the, granted, I guess maybe because it's, I don't know, maybe he'll have an advantage over Arnold with the helmet on, but then I'm like, because it grabs him at one point, and then it lets him go, and then it walks off, and it turns back to him, and then it takes its helmet off and reveals its face, and then it was, I guess, it's trying to fight fair with him. But I'm like, you look cooler with the mask on. It's got that Kylo Ren problem. Keep your mask on, and you look more menacing. I mean, granted, even with the mask off, it's still, it's still cool, but at the same, it's not as cool to me. I prefer my Predator with its helmet on. Yeah, pretty much the Predator just picks off these soldiers one by one, and then we have the big showdown with Arnold in it. And I was laughing at one point when because he rigs up this trap, and the Predator's like catches onto it, and Arnold's like, I'm here, kill me now, do it, do it. Like, that's funny. Then the Predator just like goes around the trap, but then there's also another trap log that rigged, and then it drops onto its head. Pretty much, it does pretty good damage, and so he's about to kill it, and then because he sees it bleeding out, because it has no strength really to lift the log off of it. So I guess these Predators pretty much if they feel like they are defeated or lost the battle, or are about to pretty much die, they decide to just self-destruct. Literally, they have this device on their arm that lets them blow themselves up. So it does that, and it also while it does that, it laughs in that Billy Rambo's voice, because pretty much it can mimic people's voices as well, which is pretty cool and creepy. Because the way the guy that Rambo ripoff Billy guy, the way he laughed at the beginning was creepy. Because then when you hear it from the Predator's point of view, it's like, I don't know if it's reverb or echoing mixed with distortion a little bit. It's like really creepy. And then when the Predator laughs like that at the end, and you see Arnold running because it's about to blow up, it's laughing. So that's pretty creepy there. It was like the only creepy scene. Predator actually laughing. But yeah, Arnold's character's named Dutch. He's pretty much like a war hero, or well known in his crew or in the military. And he gets away. He catches the extraction point. Gets with that lady that they rescued. That they kept. At first she's kind of trying to get away from the soldiers with. I couldn't understand. I couldn't tell if maybe she thought they were the bad guys at one point as well, because they had guns. But then, like, they saved you. But I mean, of course, she comes around later on. But yeah, overall, this is going to be a short review, because not really much to talk about with this movie. I mean, again, my cons, I don't really have any, except, I guess, like the one Rambo, the Billy guy, who they built him up like to do something, and then we don't see him die or even fight the Predator. I don't like the fact that Predator takes its mask off just to fight Dutch. I liked his character all right. The other guys were fine. But yeah, I know this is probably going to be a thumbs down in terms of people, what, you don't like the original? How dare you? So, yeah, I prefer Predator 2, although I'm not really a big fan of that either. I prefer Predators, and I prefer The Predator, which is, yeah, I know, even that, what was in that, 2019 or 2018? I already know people are going to be like, what? You prefer that piece of crap? Yes, I do. There was more going on in spots. And I will get to that when I get to it. Plus, you have Olivia Munn, who's hot and a good actress. Anyway, if you please please give this video a thumbs up. Like and subscribe, share, comment. I might review. I mean, I will review the others, but I might review another movie after this. But yeah, peace and love.